الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين وعلى آله وصحبه وأزواجه أجمعين أما بعد. This is Jalal Abualrub, JALALABUALRUB. Our website is islamlife.com, where you can find a number of our books, like the ones behind me, including Holy Wars, Crusades, Jihad, the third edition, published here in America. And also you'll find many articles. Our books now exceed 70, all thanks to Allah, on all aspects of the religion, all in English, thousands of articles, hundreds of videos, and it is election season in America. What comes with election season in America? Islam, Muslims, and other things. But everybody now is talking about Islam, insults to Islam, to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah's blessings, honor and mercy on him, to Muslims in America as a community, to Somali Muslims, Palestinian Muslims, too. So it is election season in America. And the favorite subject has been for a long time Islam and Muslims. They have tremendous problems with each other, but they can all combine their forces, unite, act like one voice when it comes to Islam and Muslims. Let's talk about this century alone. I'm not talking about the last century. This century, the 21st. Bush, Cheney for 8 years. Who helped them be elected? The neocons. They have a Christian nationalistic ideology, and one of the favorite targets, Islam. They were actually having this incorporated in their ideology, but not the only thing, but Islam. And they thought that Bush, the son, GW, did not have talents of understanding of the world, politics, religions, and therefore easy to direct him to where the neocons want him to go. Also, he had a strong vice president who just died, Dick Cheney, considered by many, including myself, to be the real president. This century alone, they have tremendous problems all over. Islam and Muslims, the favorite target. So the ideology was there when 9/11 happened. "9/11 was a gift. They wanted conflict with Islam, they got it. Now, those who committed this act, the Khawarij, no doubt, gave the opportunity to the neocons to go after Islam and Muslims under the worldwide war on terrorism, which was against Islam. We witnessed a tremendous attack on Islam and Muslims. Everything that is sacred in Islam, the media continuously attacking Islam and cheering for the leadership to attack Islam and Muslims and bring in experts on Islam. None of them is a practicing Muslim, none. And talking about all aspects of Islam, especially jihad, jihad. The media, led by the Jews in the media, were really they think that this is it. This is our opportunity, and they dragged Islam into everything, and Muslims, and the radio stations, newspapers. It's just incredible the amount of criticism of Islam, its book, the religion, its prophet, and the community itself. And they started spying on Muslims and oppressing them in America, and the so-called worldwide um, war on terrorism, which is a pathetic um, excuse for attacking Islam and Muslims. 8 years under Cheney, Bush, Cheney. What's the difference? Um, and this man, Bush, now is acting like he's a wise statesman. They attacked Afghanistan, and the Afghanis did not do them any wrong. It's that whatever group attacked that group, deal with it. You're going to face, the consequences anyway. But they attacked Afghanistan, occupied it. It just ended when Biden said, okay, Trump signed the withdrawal from Afghanistan. We'll do it. He did it. They ran away, and Afghanistan ended up with the same rulers that were ruling them when America and the West invaded Afghanistan. Today, minus hundreds of thousands of Muslims killed there. Millions of them had to again flee to neighboring countries, and the continuous war on Islam. Hundreds of thousands of people were killed, mostly civilians. And then that war ended up in complete failure with tremendous losses. Here in America, in the West, much bigger losses in Afghanistan. Then he went after Iraq. He says, after all, Saddam wanted to kill my dad. No. Occupied Iraq, which led to the old enemy, as we are told, of America and the West, Iran, taken over Iraq. It was a free gift given to Iran, Iraq, a free gift given to Iran by Bush, Cheney, and the neocons, while continuing the assault on Islam day and night, continuously. Also, that led to hundreds of thousands of Muslims being killed, including when the Shia took over the country. They did not oppose the greatest devil, America, when they occupied Afghanistan, the mullahs of Iran, or when they occupied Iraq. It was an opportunity because they're attacking the Sunnis, the mortal enemies of the Shia. They were happy. And then they took over Iraq for free, furnished with oil, brought down the economy. Hundreds of thousands were killed. Millions ran away to different areas in the world. 8 years, Bush, Cheney, Obama kept talking nicely for 8 years and doesn't have much to show for it. Let's talk about that, because to me, my concern is about Muslims, the world, because we want to convey Islam to the world, and we don't want anything to happen to civilians, because regardless of what the West thinks or doesn't think, or the Khawarij groups like Qaeda and other people think, Islam does not allow attacking civilians in war or targeting them. So Obama kept everything going, the occupation of Afghanistan, of Iraq, the killing of Muslims everywhere, For 8 years, we had to endure speeches and nice things, but nothing happened with regards to sending relief to Muslims. And he expanded the drone war on Muslims like never before, all over the world, especially Afghanistan and Pakistan and other areas, Arabia, like Yemen, and Africa. So many Muslims were killed, mostly civilians. And the war continued in Afghanistan and Iraq. They expanded actually the presence in Afghanistan. Later, it ended. So, Obama, Biden, and uh, hundreds of thousands of Muslims again were killed in those areas. And add to that, hundreds of thousands of Muslims in traditional area, Afghanistan, Iraq, and in Syria. Now, Obama, Biden, encouraged, lured those people who protested in Arab areas, the Arab Spring. Hey, Arab democracy. And then they betrayed them, especially the Ikhwan Muslimun in Egypt, who don't seem to learn from their mistakes. They betrayed them. They overruled everything. Syria, the killing was intensifying in Syria by the Alawi Shia disbelievers of Syria, supported by the Shia Ja'fari mullahs of Iran and Iraq, and the Ja'fari Shia criminals of Hezbollah, who sent 30,000 plus soldiers to fight Muslim civilians in Syria. The killing was going on, and Obama refused to give the population weapons to defend themselves. It's only in this century. I'm not talking about the one that has finished. We're already in the second quarter of this century. Anyway, refused. I'm not going to give chicken farmers, or I don't know, weapons that they could be used against us later, because he was thinking only about his legacy, and he left this legacy. Death and destruction in the Muslim world, and encouraging those people who trusted the West that will help them, democracy. Really? So they betrayed them, and Libya refused to intervene then. Usually those Western people, when it has to do with a Muslim country, don't intervene. No, we don't want to expand the war. People are getting killed. Then they say, oh, well, it's too much killing. Let's intervene. So they intervened and then left again, betrayed the people of Libya after removing Gaddafi. And Gaddafi had murdered Allah knows how many thousands of his own people. He's a damn criminal himself, just like Saddam. And so that's what happened in Libya. Now it is divided into two countries. This is 16 years. The death toll is about 1 million Muslims, directly or indirectly inflicted on Muslims by the West. Total economic disasters, millions becoming refugees inside their own countries or in other areas, and then the attack on Islam and Muslims continuing. It's not like it used to be during the time of Cheney, Bush Cheney, but it continues until today. Like in the past few weeks, the year started. They have elections coming in November. They're already attacking Islam and the Prophet and pedophile and all that stuff, and Islam and Barka and bull. And it's the same faces who've been doing this for a long time. I don't know how they don't get bored with their faces, really. You have that Bogart woman, Laura, that she's watching a show with her boyfriend, and she's married. I don't know if he's married. What was the difference? And they did what they did. Beetlejuice, they call it. I don't know. It's pig juice. Juice. Pig juice. Anyway, that woman is talking about the prophet, calling him a pedophile and Muslims and all that stuff. So, Obama, Biden. Then we have Hillary, the laughing cow, running against Trump. And Trump was attacking her, and she's laughing. It's like she thought that I'm going to win. It's my turn. This man is not going to win. So she didn't behave like she has some kind of life in her. Plus, she always supported every genocide, the genocide continuing against the Palestinians. She's an enemy of humanity. He was really destroying her with no plan except being rude, lying, deceiving, lying, deceiving. I mean, what else is there? There's no ingenuity. Anytime he says anything, expect that uh, he's gonna lie. He's lying. He just lied, and he destroyed her. Became the president, winning massive numbers, less than 50% of the population. That's a landslide, according to the conservatives, Republicans, I don't know, Trump. Unbelievable. And some Muslims voted for him because it's a promise. A man who said, and you can find it on the net, Islam is a religion of hate. I think Islam hates us. I don't think any religion loves you, Mr. Trump, not only Islam. I don't think there is a religion, false or true, and the only true religion is Islam, that loves you. But anyway, so they voted for him. What was his plan? Nothing and everything, whatever is evil, wicked, whoever comes to him in the morning, and then he sticks to it. And the war in Afghanistan and Iraq continued, and in Syria, and the ISIS and all that stuff. Also, the killing of Muslims continued, of course. Attacking Muslims and Islams here in this country continuously by the man himself. Those who used to be neocons switching to being neo-Trumps, favorite target, and other targets. It's not, I'm talking about our community. That was the recipient of the largest share of enmity and hostility, violence, criticism among all the communities of the earth, the Muslims. They are. So, for 4 years, you can't expect anything to happen that will have any goodness in it by this man. Then he lost to Biden. Biden being a half a butcher during the Obama presidency for 8 years, with Obama being the other half, he came with the same mentality. This man thought that I'm bringing back the old, traditional, corrupt, partisan way of ruling. Biden, for 4 years, did not bring an alternative to Trump. He's an old, corrupt guy, a wicked man, always been a wicked man. I've been following him for a lot of years, by the way, in Congress and then when he became president. But just a wicked wicked man, and he didn't do anything. The people telling him the economy is stupid, the open border stupid, and he is stupid, and he continued stupid. And he brought with him another laughing cow, Kamala, Kamla. Watch for your hair, Kamla. Look it up. A laughing cow. I don't. I have no. I don't really know what their specific plans. Harris or Hillary, Kamala or Hillary, other than laughing. So that. Anyway, she supported him, and he will forever be, uh, to humanity, the butcher of Gaza. Because the Jews, I know, Jews in control of everything and everyone, whatever, they can't have done anything without support from the West, especially America. They need money, they need weapons, they need support, they need technology, they need, and they need, and they need, and they need, and they need, because they can't afford themselves to be in a long war against anyone, even population that, thanks to Hamas, doesn't have any weapons to defend themselves except for a few thousand fighters. The rest of the population, they have nothing. He is the butcher of Gaza, Biden. Netanyahu is just a slave for the West, for Biden, and then Biden lost to Trump again. A man who's been convicted in every way, every direction, about anything and everything. Unbelievable. Who started with the lie while he was president that the Democrats are plotting to rig the elections. Really? You were the president? But you mean Biden? This man plotted anything other than, yeah, when he hears Palestinians, children, more weapons, kill them. Yeah, because Hamas cut the heads of children, Israeli children, and threw them. They told him this is a lie. He wouldn't change until today. Have a good end, Mr. Biden. You're an animal, just like the ones before you. Butchers. And now we have this man who says, okay, just kick all the Palestinians out. So let me make maybe a resort, a golf course. The wickedness in this man is unbelievable. I mean, he's even threatening his own Western alliances. I want Greenland. I want this. Tomorrow he's going to want something else. And I want this and I want that. And then Russia and this and that. Epstein, no. And then Epstein, no. Distractions, lying, deceiving. And the people he has in his administration are more wicked than he is, because he doesn't have it in here. But they have it. They have a plan to dismantle the precious democracy that they call the American experiment. For hundreds of years, I've been telling the world about the American experience, about democracy and the Constitution and this, and constitutional scholars coming on TV and talking about this and that, and the system and the checks and balances. One man doesn't qualify to even be a mafia leader, disrupted everything upside down. And we're still now in the first year. I have no idea if the American system of democracy and government will be available for humankind, being the leader of the free world, by the time Trump is done with them. He's dismantling their government. Meaning what? This is how weak these constitution and the checks and balances are. A man with intent to disrupt and be wicked and evil in every direction and disrupt everything. You want to sell this type of democracy to the world? You go to the other countries. Democracy, democracy. Really? You have a Trump for president. So far, Trump supported the Jews, and he has a wicked plan for Gaza. And the more people keep mentioning Epstein, he says Greenland, then the Russian ship, then that thing, then Venezuela, then Maduro, and then whatever, and then, now he's threatening Iran. I mean, really, if you keep killing the demonstrators, I'm coming for you. While his people here are killing the demonstrators here. Well, why don't you protect the demonstrators here before you protect them in Iran? Anyway, the mullahs can suit themselves because they caused the death of hundreds of thousands of Muslims in Iraq. Iran first, of course, among the Muslims, the Sunnis. The Sunnis are Muslims, Shia are not Muslims, the Jafaris and Alawis. In Iran, then in Iraq, then in Syria. Don't forget Lebanon, don't forget Yemen, and everywhere else, the mullahs are butchers. So, it's really like that famous classical music, Swan Lake. It's a swine lake. And swine after swine after swine comes, and it's been crowded, the lake, by Tchaikovsky. And the Muslims are the target. We're suffering a lot. I mentioned something like this when, see, Trump is not done yet. And the people in Michigan specifically who voted for him, he promised peace. Really? Are you so devoid of intelligence to vote for this man? He didn't need your vote anyway. He won somewhere else by a landslide against the laughing cow, Kamala. Do you have anything to change with regards to the policies of Biden? I can't think of anything, really. Okay, keep thinking of nothing. Laughing cow, same thing. It's like she's been watching the videos of Hillary, how she conducted her lousy campaign, and she's doing the same. She lost by a landslide. Trump won again by less than half the vote of the population. This is a landslide. I don't know what kind of landslide this is. Anyway, so Trump is not done yet with the people of Gaza, with Muslims. He's attacking Muslims. So he's Somalis. Somalis are cleaner than you, inside and out, Mr. Trump. I know Somalis. I love Somalis. They're nice, wonderful people, clean. And I know you're making us Palestinians as a joke. Biden is a Palestinian, whatever a Palestinian, Schumer, the Jew, is a Palestinian. We're not a joke, Mr. Trump. As I mentioned before, I say it again, the life of one Palestinian baby, male or female, is worth you and all the people around you, and Biden, and their administrations, and the ones who came before. The inhumanity that these people have shown is incredible. Yet, they're acting like they're statesmen. Obama is a statesman. Bush, he's a wise man now. Bush. And Clinton is still talking. I don't know, can hardly hear him, his voice, but he's still talking. And just like the Christians before, carrying the cross, he's carrying the zipper. And what else? These people are a lousy excuse for a human being, every one of them. And we're just in the beginning. Anyway, here's the good news. Always good news. First, my name is Jalal Abualrub, Jalal Abualrub. Our website is islamlife.com. You see some of the books behind me, including which one? Here, not my beard, the book. Okay, I got it, I think. Oh, now, Holy Wars, Crusades, Jihad, published in America, the third edition, comparison between the rulings of warfare between the Old Testament, New Testament, and the Quran, Prophet Muhammad Sunnah practices. We have more than 70 books in print. All thanks to Allah, me and my family produced even more than that, dozens of other books also. We edited for other people, thousands of articles, hundreds of videos. IslamLife.com. And Islam is the largest religion on earth. There is nothing, I repeat, nothing, I repeat, nothing that the West, the East, all other religions combined can do to stop that. But Muslims are weak and divided. They chose this for themselves because they're divided in their religion. They know very well they are forbidden in the Quran by the words of their prophet from dividing in the religion. With division comes weakness. And they are tasting the weakness, and they're, I don't know, waiting for what. But Islam itself hasn't been bothered by all these people. And if they think about it, they will say, we started with 911, not the emergency number here in America, 911, 911, 911. We killed millions of Muslims, hundreds of thousands of Muslims with 911. We attacked Islam day and night, day and night. And yet, we end up here that Islam is still the largest religion on earth. Give it up. Muslims, you need to wake up. Just wake up. Just wake up. You didn't have enough yet. The world is coming together in unities. I don't know now, Trump, what is he going to do? Maybe by the time he's done, first of all, the democracy here has turned out to be really weak. Such a man with no plan for anything can turn it upside down, might demolish it completely, and become the king, and destroying the Western alliances. But for now, you have Western Europe together economically and militarily. You have huge countries, Russia, you have America here, and China. If they broke into small countries, they would be much weaker. But now they are united around something, and the Muslims are divided, so it doesn't matter, that the Russian economy is in bad shape, that China is still weak as compared to the West. They're much better in terms of strength than us because we're divided and divided and divided and then divided. And then inside those divisions, we have also divisions. Well, you didn't have enough bitter taste out of that, and nobody respects us. But today is all about not that, because some people are telling me, you keep complaining. What do you want us to praise? You killed well over 1 million Muslims in this century alone, with about 10 million having to flee their countries and go throughout the world. And you think you're going to, say, okay, it's done, no, we'll keep talking about it because the Swine Lake, and it's no musical, there's no music in it, has still a lot of space in it. For as long as Muslims are weak and divided, we still have the Swine Lake, and we're going to add swine here and there by Tchaikovsky. Okay? And it's still a lake in expansion and building, taking more residents. Uh, have you ever seen a swine swim? Who knows these days? My name is Jalal Abualrub, and uh, our faith in Islam is, all thanks to Allah, as strong as ever and more. And the religion itself is not suffering, it's the people. But the people, we remind them, uh, things are not 100% a disaster for Muslims, but they're not in good shape, the Muslims. We need to wake them up. One day they will wake up. In the meantime, we stay on the path. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is no deity worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah.